sixth frame. Jeff-Lizzi, who started bowling at the age of 3, said he had to hold the ball with 2 hands, ran from the back of the lanes and just tossed it, I think, like all of us started.
Well, he's made drastic improvements since then, obviously. Right now, what Jeff needs to do is he needs to get the ball further right on this lane.
Not quite as far out as he needed, obviously.
And again, going right through the heart, leaving a split. 3, 6, 7, 10.
I don't think the average fan understands how difficult, first of all, it is to bowl on these conditions, but second, to bowl a player like Ryan-Shafer, and you have something like that happen, and you've got to just flush it completely from your brain.
Right now, what he's trying to do is pretend he's shooting the 310 and throw that 3-pin over into the 7. Too heavy on the 3-pin. Jeff opens up, 6th frame.
He also had the 4th open also, so he's left a couple open, and that is difficult to overcome. Lizzi, his possible is 234, the maximum he can get.
Trailing by 23, he needs to start striking right now.
He comes in on a hot streak. He won his last 4 matches in match play, including one over Ryan-Shafer, where he bowled a 229.
Get over there.
Not enough.
Well, it was a good pitch. Unfortunately, he didn't carry the 10-pin. Right now, Jeff needs to use that mental toughness and that maple moxie to get back into this. Watch this ball rip back, catch a piece of the headpin. Headpin's coming across looking for the 10, but it just doesn't find it. And that's his first miss on that lane.
That is. Well, he'll settle for the spare, and now the door is open up. Jeff-Lizzi's wife can only clap and hope because the door is opened up for Ryan-Shafer. A lot of preparation goes into the finals. What did Ryan do to relax today? He did his laundry, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you know, he's real superstitious about his clothes. He wears the same outfit every day, same outfit for practice sessions, same outfit for pro-ams, same outfit first round of qualifying.
And he wants to close the door. His mom, Vicky Schaefer, looking on. She sees it coming. And ironically, what he told us, too, which sort of surprised me, he said making the TV finals for this event is just as important as when he won at Wichita. Why is that? Why would you'd think that the win would be more than just making the finals?
Well, I think the big thing is getting back to the equipment issue. You know, he told me earlier that he was splitting more than a gymnast with this new stuff, and he was trying to figure out, you know, what these balls do. And again, it only took him 3 weeks. Here he is. And, you know, to be honest with you, I think he's still figuring it out. But on this pattern, this condition, this week, he's got it dialed in.
He is a bulldog competitor. He is intense, and he's working on a double. The man who in 1993 almost gave it all up because he went 17 tour events without a check.
Watch the rotation on this shot. This ball going out to about the 5th board. And watch the action of the 6. 10-pin looked like it was going to stand for a minute. The vortex from that shot just sucked it right off the deck.
And now Lizzi trailing by 33 pins.
Must-strike situation. Oh! What a terrible break. Finally got the ball in the pocket on the right lane, leaves a solid 9. Watch this ball. It's going to go right by the 9-pin. And that's just a terrible break. Under these circumstances, the last 2 shots he threw were pretty good shots.
Well, we were talking about the margin of error, and if you're hanging out too far to the right, it's not going to come back. But the margin of error for Jeff-Lizzi in this match has been very, very slim.
Yeah, and I think you can see that the lanes have changed a little, just enough, where Jeff pinches it just a hair. He's going to go high, and the risk that you don't want to run is getting the ball too far to the right. And that's what made the lane conditions so tough this week. You had to go right, but if you went too far right, it was a big, ugly split. If you got it a little bit left, it went right through the face. Great shots.
A little confidence builder maybe for Jeff-Lizzi.
What a great shot that was. He knew he needed it, stepped up and delivered.
Now Ryan-Shafer can put this one away.
I'll tell you what, folks, there's nobody tougher on the lanes than this guy. This guy's a bulldog. 2 marks, he's a winner, and he knows it.
He's a man that's had to learn a lot more than just the power game. And he prides himself for that, of not letting his mind get in the way of what his body can do. He worked the 35th board, but he just couldn't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, that was a pretty good break, too. There, he almost left the blowout 7-10. 10 fell late, just leaving him with the 7-pin spare. And watch this. 10-pin's going to be standing there for a while. Oh, and then someone chops it down like chopping down a little tree, and Ryan's like, okay, all right. And, you know, Ryan's big thing, his keys to success this week, what he told me earlier was filling frames. And by taking that 10-pin, cutting it out of there, he's made the spare and filled frames, doing exactly what he's trying to do.
He has not left an open frame. Jeff-Lizzi has left a couple open, the 4th and the 6th.
9 on the first ball. Ryan-Shafer's a winner.
And he keeps his record perfect as the top seed in a tournament. 3 wins, no losses as the #1 seed. Oh my. Don't close the book yet on this chapter.
And there you have it. We see a ball that looks like it's going to try to turn up and go through the pocket, and this ball just never grabs the lane, leaving the 2-4-8-10.
Currently number 4 in the computer rankings. Walter Ray Williams Jr. is the #1 ranked player in the PBA Tour. 2nd in scoring last year, 3rd in earnings. Oh my. The first open.
Doors open. Jeff-Lizzi has a chance to win this tournament. He needs a double and 8 to win his 2nd title.
First one was back in 1992. Told us today he'd love to end the drought tonight. He is on the verge of it.
Look at those eyes.
One down.
What a great shot! One more strike away from winning his 2nd title. He steps up, puts that solid 9 out of his mind that he left on that frame the last time he was up. That's the kind of mental game that this guy's got now. He says, you know what, solid 9, so what?
Pressure is building on Jeff-Lizzi. And his wife looks like
I think
it's a lot harder on her.
Oh yeah, they're 100 times more nervous than Jeff is, I guarantee it.
He needs a strike, plain and simple.
Looked like he got just a little soft. But what a great finish. Carries that solid 9. It's a whole different game.
Jeff-Lizzi just a couple of pins away from picking up his 2nd victory. This is how close it was.
I mean, you know, just a fraction off. That ball goes high. She's out of her seat. And just a great performance from Jeff-Lizzi.
Remember this name, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff-Lizzi, one of the fine young bowlers, a very athletic young man. But the winner is Ryan-Shafer. He successfully defends his title in Las Vegas and keeps his record perfect as the top seed. We'll talk to Ryan after.